action this week is to write down, like a story, in a story format, what you want your relationship with your child to look like. What do you want it to be, right? And I want you to focus also on the feeling you want to have. Then I want you to identify in your story, what are some things that you wrote down that you are not doing now with your child, and what you can do to be able to take an action step to make that happen, okay? So if, let's say, you would want to have the kind of relationship where you wake up in the morning and your child comes into your bed, and that you have those few minutes in the morning where you can cuddle and you can talk, and it's not happening. Instead, you're jumping out of bed and the alarm clock goes off, and you try to wake up the whole family, and it's time to go, go, go. So start asking yourself, what shift could I make to be able to make that happen in the mornings, right? So that you can wake up in the morning and have that moment with your child. So is it waking up a little earlier? Is it going to bed a little earlier? What would that little shift need to be? Try to identify a few things, a few areas, and then tackle one at a time. And the second thing that I want you to implement is the time factor that we said for our children. So try as often as you can, but be consistent with whatever you choose, where you spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you want to spend with your child, but try to commit to that time, and that it's something that your child can count on. This is a time that you and your child will just enjoy each other, enjoy each other's presence. Join them in what they have to say to you, join them in their silliness, see the world the way they see it, play a game, listen to each other. You really want to be in the moment and really be present. And again, it doesn't have to be very long, but it needs to be consistent. So try to implement that this week, however often you want it to be. But again, consistency is really key when it comes to that. And then the last thing I want you to do is to raise your awareness when it comes to what words you use when you speak to your child. Again, are we using a lot of the bad and good words, the wrong and right, those polar opposites? Really start to become a little bit more aware of, am I using language that's attaching self-worth to behavior, okay? And the other piece of awareness that I would love for you to also think about is, can you identify what your child's love language is? Do they like to be held? Do they like to be told? Again, that's another awareness piece that you can bring up. And that way we've covered all 4 pieces of what meaningful relationships are. With that, I say have a wonderful week, and we'll connect with each other next week.